Hi guys, it's Amy from Now Polished Baby 90 and welcome to today's video. Today I'm here with a review of the spring collection by Zoya, which is called Innocence. This is available to buy right now and we're going to have a quick look at these 6 polishes. We'll start off by going through the 2 lighter ones. So here they are to compare. So as you can see, this one is more purple and this one is more pink. So we're going to talk about that more pinky, more like My Naked Manicure set first, and this one is called Agnes. And like I said, this is going to transform a little bit on everybody's skin tone, but for me it did pull slightly more pink on my nails, but depending on your skin tone and what it's got to work off of, I can imagine that it would look different on lots of different people. This has an amazing formula, just 2 coats, 2 easy coats to get full opacity, and for something that is as light as this and as white based as this, it really took me by surprise, and it was really like a really pleasant surprise that this was going to be something that was going to get so easily opaque. And therefore I think in the future this would be a neutral or a natural naked nail that I would grab for a lot, just because I knew I was going to be able to get it opaque in 2 coats, which doesn't happen often. So that first one there, like we said, is Agnes. Agnes's purple sister is called Birch, and Birch is just, like I say, look, it's more purple, even more like a lilac. There's definitely blue tones in there, there's purple tones in there, and I really liked both of these, but maybe Birch might be my slight favourite out of the 2 in this like lighter half. Very white based, exactly the same as Agnes, but just 2 coats. Again, I love to see that this is like stepping games up. This is like throwing down the gauntlet for all the other mainstream brands. We've done some almost white polishes with 2 coat formulas. So I'd love to see other brands kind of step up, because if one brand says they can do it, everybody should do it really. So 2 coats of Birch is going to be the next one. We then go on to Evette, and Evette is this kind of like middle of the road mauvey purple colour. It's quite warm toned, I want to say. There's definitely some red influences in there. It's not a cool toned purple, and purples I recently realised through doing my D-stash are not my favourite. A huge amount of polishes that I got rid of were purples, but I'm not even just saying this, I just kind of put it on and was like, oh, let's just get the swatch done and then we can move on. But I really like this. I guess it must be something to do with the warm tones of it. It just looked really different and really beautiful on the nail. Like the others, it is 2 coats to get completely opaque, so a nice great cream formula. Like I say, again, it probably is one that's going to look different on everybody, but for me I just felt it is actually really flattering, and I don't normally find that with purples. So 2 coats of Evette. We then go on to Fern. Now Fern is interesting and different because we have a great cream formula in here, but we also are throwing in some shimmer. Now sometimes when polishes are super shimmery, they therefore become less opaque and normally turn into 3 coaters, but this is another one that took just 2 coats to be completely opaque. I absolutely loved the base colour, and the base colour is this beautiful sage green. It's called Fern, but I want to say it's more of like a sage green, or maybe it's a fern green, I don't know. The base is just stunning, flat out. If you just was this colour, I would be happy. But then in here you have kind of like a greeny gold flash to it. Now it is a little bit more obvious in the bottle than on the nail, but it is definitely there, and it is definitely just like adding a different element to your final finish of your manicure. So definitely a good success for me. I really enjoyed that one a lot too. So far 4 out of 4 is not bad. So that one was 2 coats of Fern. No surprise maybe that the showstopper for me is going to be Aire. I just loved how this looked on my nails so much. This is, I'm going to put it out there, it can, do I want to say it's a 1 coater? It's like on the edge of you may be able to get this opaque in 1. It's going to be very close. And for me, I did wear this as a base for some toppers that I'm going to be showing in other videos, and I just did 1 thick coat, and that worked as a 1 coater for me. It just is this stunning periwinkle, right on the line of definition. This is what periwinkle is. This is what a great formula is. 1 coat of Aire will pretty much do you, but you may want to put a thin second coat on just to even it out. It just depends how you like to wear it, whether you're using it as a base, whether you're using it as a full manicure, what your application is like. But for me, this was a 1 coater. So that's 1 coat of Aire. Then they threw something in at the end there just to kind of spice everything up, and this is called Theo, and they just described this as like a springtime thunderstorm is how Zoya wants to describe it. So it is like a charcoaly grey base. It is a little bit mushy, it's a bit more of a jelly. So this is a 3 coater. You then have like a blue shimmer running through it, plus tiny blue and black glitters, and then we have shards in like a gunmetal. So there's a lot of like very fine glitters on here. The only scrubbiness you're going to have to remove it is just getting those larger flakes off of here, but it doesn't really dry textured at all, but you will just need 3 coats, and it really just like it builds up and you do see this depth, and it almost like crashes of lightnings and thunderstorms. So I can definitely see the inspiration turning into the polish. Now if you told me that this is what the polish was going to look like, I would have been like, oh, I don't think I'm into that. There's just a lot of elements going on, but I'm pleasantly surprised. It's still not going to be for everyone. It is still definitely different, and them going in a different direction, which once again I repeatedly say, when mainstream brands do something different, we have to applaud them and say well done for doing something, even if it doesn't like suit everybody. But I really liked this. I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was an interesting combination. The combinations just worked, of the gunmetal and then the grey and then the glitter and the black. It all kind of came together really nicely. So 3 coats of Theo is that final one in Innocence. So those were the 6 from this collection. I think if you look at this overall, I also want to say that Zoya has done really well, because this is not a classic spring collection, but it looks like a good spring collection. I'm kind of over just collections where they give us like 12 pastels, because that comes out every year. So this is like a light based collection, but there's definitely different elements in there. Of course my favourite is going to be Aire, just absolutely love. But then I also was really liking Birch as well, so they're going to be my top 2 picks. You can kind of discount the blue, because blue's always my favourite. So Birch and Aire are my 2 favourites from that collection. So like I say, these are available right now. I will link down below Zoya's website for you to pick these up if you would like. Tell me which your favourite was from this collection. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.